everybody, and welcome back to another episode of 23rd Garage. Today I am here with my friend Mike. We call him Big Mike for obvious reasons, and he actually needs some help today on his vehicle. He just got this thing. Hey Mike, tell us what you need done, bro. What we gotta do, bro?
We need to pull the front because it's been hit on the driver's side, so it needs to be pulled back to the right. I imagine to the right. But,
To the left.
To the left.
To the left, it looks like.
Yeah.
So if we look right here, we can see that this gap's a little bit bigger than it should be. I also think that this hood's been moved over. No, the hood's in a spot, kind of, sort of. So basically it looks like just the frame rails, right?
Yeah, like that's it.
You can see it because this Mercedes-Benz logo is not lining up dead center with the center.
Yeah, and then
bolt right
this
there.
thing right here, this latch is down. It needs to be up.
Okay.
Easy, come.
All right, so Mike has agreed to help me with this job because I am pretty busy, and so we're going to kind of collaborate with him on this. He's going to go ahead and drive it up on the frame rack and get it strapped down on the blocks, and we'll do some pulling. Hey, look, you need to jack it up and put the blocks up under these pads right here. Okay.
Jerry, we got everything strapped down. Me and Mike did. What do you think?
Well, I think that I'm going to check and make sure everything's strapped right.
Right. We got this one right around the subframe on that big bar.
Okay, yeah, that looks good. That looks very good. All right, Mike, give me the squaring tool, please.
Okay, ready?
Actually knows what it is.
Oh, hey, you. I think your dad needs your help, buddy.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Let's go. Come here, guys. Check this out.
What's going on over here?
He showed this to me earlier. I told him he needed to drop the subframe.
Right.
And to get it out. So he ooga-dooga one of the subframe bolts and snapped it clean off. All right, so we've got a broken bolt, and the best way to extract it is to put this nut on here and weld it. So we're going to screw this nut down as far as it'll go, just like that. And weld it up. Once it's nice and hot, we'll let it cool down and then run it right back out. So hopefully it works without any kind of hiccups. Let's see what we can do. Now we need to let that cool off completely and unscrew it.
I need one more.
Beaut. All right, guys, so no more interruptions. Let's get back on the Mike's car.
Are you gonna measure this up or what?
All right, I mean, usually when I do stuff for Mike, we don't measure anything. Ain't that right, Mike?
Yeah.
We can't really do any measurements because there's stuff in the way. I'm going to get Mike to go ahead and take some of this plastic off. That way we can get a chain back there and pull on it. So once we get this plastic removed, then we can actually pull it over and actually measure it right here too. So Mike's gonna go ahead and get that off, and we'll go from there.
Nobody complain.
See, now the back end is not being kicked out. It's being pulled. All right, so you can see when I pull it and release it, it goes back. And the best way to keep it from doing that is wailing on it with a big old hammer. I would miss and hit the windshield washer tank or something, but the owner's watching. Okay, see? Look at that centerpiece now. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yes! Usually I go till something breaks, but like I said, the owner's here. You have to be careful.
Michael's standing in the danger zone.
I can't believe you're standing right there, bro. All right, so now you can see the center post is angled the opposite way than it was this morning. So hopefully when we release this, it's going to stay in the exact position that it needs to be, which it needs to go straight up and down. So before it was angled this way, now it's angled that way, which means we've pulled it over a little bit more than it needs to go, because we know that when we release it, it's going to go back. So let's try and see what happens. And watch the centerpiece, Mike. Dang, bro! Look at that headlight, bro. Hot dang, boy, you took it to the wrong place.
I'm gonna take it to Papa Den. If not, let y'all wanna do it.
He said he gonna take this to Papa Den. Man, I hope Papa know what he doing. That's what I'm saying. I hope Papa show on his game.
This latch is down right there.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about right here, big guy.
Yeah.
I see what you're talking about. Why don't you give me that slide hammer right there, homie? Slide on over here. Okay, so Mike has brought it to my attention that this hood latch is a little bit too low, and upon further inspection, I have determined that he is indeed correct. So I am going to use this slide hammer right here and raise this up a bit. I wish I had my other slide hammer, but
all I'm gonna do is put that headlight in there, make sure that headlight.
I'm talking about tight.
And I know that bumper should go right on there now. All thing I should have to do is just move these. You want me to help you?
There we go.
There it is.
What's slick going on with this hood, Mike?
I think it's just this.
It's the hinges.
I get what happened the other day. There was something wedged up on the hood, and I just pulled it out, didn't know I had it. And that head come down the middle of my head and busted my head open. I'm talking about, yeah.
I don't think it hit you hard enough.
Hey, you. I can't wait to do somebody like it right there. Hey, that man crazy. You. Tell me that body work for me. We'll be in there later. Yeah. Got him.
All right, pop the hood again. Hood popping. Mike, hey Mike, what about that time I caught you slipping in the bucket of that Bobcat? So basically,
Does it got sliding doors in the back or?
give me a wrench for this. I need a wrench.
Why you need a wrench?
Because I gotta adjust it, big dog. Give me the pliers right there. Give me the pliers. Alright, so right here, most German vehicles like Volkswagens and stuff, they have these headlight things right here that you can adjust. So if your headlight's not fitting right, you can go in or out with it.
Oh, so we need to
Absolutely ingenious design, not even going cap. You know, it's perfect for customers like Mike.
I'm glad they think about a black man.
We're gonna pull it in. You're not in this corner right here.
You gotta be careful with that. Look right here. Yeah.
Dang, Mike. You sound like a man with framing experience, bro.
Yeah.
Look at that. Hey, go ahead and put a pull on that, homie.
Alright, lay it off.
Just like that. And then
We'll get some pliers.
Well, what we're doing right now basically is seeing how far we're off.
Yeah.
You know? So we're almost there, bro. Alright, so check this out, Michael Utley.
Yeah.
Michael Fugly.
Fugly.
There we go. Alright, tighten it up. Alright, keep going, keep going, keep going. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Hold on a little more. Stop. Release it. Don't you just love this clamp right here? This clamp is like,
That's Yuri's favorite clamp right
this is
there.
my favorite clamp, bro. Sometimes I hang this clamp on my ear. And I just let it hang.
Like a big diamond.
Yeah, like a big old diamond. You know, I walk around, let it just hang.
Yeah. So that's the bad lick.
You gotta let people know what you got, bro.
Hey, that's the bad lick right
You gotta walk around like you got money, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so we got the front end lined up. The bumper does not exactly fit on this side. I don't know why. Why do you think it doesn't fit, Mike?
I just put it on there.
I wonder what's wrong with it.
It's broken.
Oh, is that what it is?
Man, yeah.
Anyways, we got the headlight lined up, we got the hood lined up, the fenders are lined up. All Mike has to do now is replace the bracket that holds the headlight and replace the front bumper cover, and he's going to have an absolutely beautiful car. Like I said, this is Mike's, what?
Girlfriend.
First Mercedes.
Oh, yeah.
First
First
Mercedes,
Mercedes, yes.
for his girl. He got a new girlfriend, so you know he gotta flex a little bit. He gotta stay on top of his game with that. So, what do you think, Mike? You happy with it?
Yes, I am. All I need to do is order me a bumper and a grill, man.
All right, now are you happy with the $1,000 that we're charging?
That was funny to me.
Do I look like I'm laughing though?
He get his money tomorrow, though. He get money
tomorrow, I guess.
He get money tomorrow. On God, he do.
No, we're messing with you. Not charging him $1,000. That's way too cheap. We're actually gonna do about $1,800.
Yeah, because this is a Mercedes.
It's a Mercedes. You can't walk up into this place with a Mercedes and act like you ain't got money. You know what I mean?
You heard what he said.
Yeah, my man's on the grid out there.
I like it.
You know, hustling. So.
I like it.
No, I'm kidding. I don't even know what we're going to charge for this job. We'll see. I guess we're just going to make it worth our while. And, you know, we just like helping our friends out. So this thing's done. We're going to get it off the rack. And then we're going to go over there and check out what Motorhead's up to. Maybe help them out a little bit. Mike has got his truck off the frame. He's really happy. Look how much he's smiling. Mike, what do you think?
I'm happy. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. And I will see you later, bro.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Or tomorrow.
Hey, bro.
I'll come back today.
All right, buddy.
You see?
All right, okay.
See y'all.
All right, guys, so what do we need to do on this thing? All right, so sir, this is completely out of my comfort zone. I need to get these gaps right, but I think I made the hinge too low. What I was thinking of doing is shimming it. Oh, shimming the actual trunk on the hinge? Yeah. What do you think? The only way I think to do that is to actually set the gaps the way we want them with the hinge cut, and then I can be inside there with the welder and weld it all into position with the trunk sitting in its exact position, and hopefully everything will stay in that shape when we release it. All right, so we decided we were going to go ahead and cut the trunk right here. It's going to give us access inside to weld the hinges. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I got you. All right, I'm gonna hop in and no, I don't have to get in. You hold the thing. Oh, I gotta go get my PPE, boys. I do not touch anything without PPE. What I'm thinking of doing is slicing this part right here off, and then hopefully I'll be able to gap it a little bit and raise just the back of this hinge up. Ooh. If that doesn't work. That's smart. If that doesn't work, we'll just go ahead and cut it completely off right here and just re-weld the whole thing. So, what size gaps do we want here? Maybe like a paint paddle thickness or what?
Yeah. Well, go get a couple
let's
new
get 2
ones.
paint paddles. I had 2 over here.
Those look different sizes. You should go get some 2 brand new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paddles I think will be perfect. You know, just so we can keep the gap consistent and so that we can put pressure on the trunk because as you weld, the metal does shrink and expand. So as we're welding, we're going to want to keep the trunk in one spot. That way it welds it in that correct spot. And hopefully everything works out and we can get this thing done today. All right, as you can see, you can just cut both of these hinges right there and bend it down and it'll bring this side up. I did 2 paddles because it will settle a little bit, so it should be just perfect. So you ready? Do I look ready? All right, so we got the trunk in its position. This is basically where Mark wants it. All we have to do is obviously trim this along this line to make this body gap here and go ahead and weld that hinge completely up solid, make it nice and strong, that way it doesn't move around anymore. And then on this side, it needs to be completely cut off since we are only doing like one side at a time and it's just not gonna work. So we're going to go ahead and cut it completely off, put the paddles back on there, tack it again, test it, and then weld it. Did y'all take everything off? It's good on this side? Yeah. Yo, why does this side look better than that side?
Let me see.
Oh, I know why. I cut both sides and I gapped it more. I was sitting under there thinking, should I gap it a little bit more because it's not gonna hurt. I can always cut it and re-weld it. I did it and look at that. That's like perfection right there.
I think you should probably do the same thing on the other side, dude, if you got it so perfect by gapping it.
I'm down. I'll get in there one more time. I'm getting paid 150 bucks every time I climb into this trunk. Alright, so we are back from lunch, had a great lunch, and we are going to work on these drip trays. So basically what I need to do is continue this tray onto this tray and connect the metal to the fiberglass. Since we do not want it to crack, we are going to rivet the metal to the fiberglass. So it has to overlap it. So I've got this piece of paper and I'm going to try to make a kind of a template to get a rough idea of what I need to cut out of the metal, and then, you know, we'll cut it out of the metal and see how it fits. All right, so we got the left side pretty much done. I got glad to clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna try to see if it goes in there, and it fits absolutely beautifully. Like, I cannot complain with that fitment. Look at that. And it stays in there too. You really don't even have to weld it.
Yeah, right. Oh, come on now.
I gotta mess with them a little bit. Check that out. We've got the actual drip tray, so the water will run down this little area right here, run down this, go down right here, and then right out and into the tail light. And
Into that little hole into the tail light.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put a little tube there. That way it drains down into the tail light real good. Because you have to keep your tail lights full of water or else they'll dry out.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean,
so now all we have to do is recreate this exact design and everything on that side. And another thing I wanted to say is I'm really glad that I remade this piece, because I don't know if you guys remember, I was making the first piece without this. But that right there, that's gonna give it a lot of structure, a lot of stability, and once we panel bond all this together and rivet it, it's just going to be solid.
this piece is already a whole lot more solid. I remember I was messing with it, and
it's already good to go.
yeah, 100%.
And honestly, if Mark wanted to, we could make this piece removable, but I think he wants to actually hard mount it. So either way it goes, we're good.
All right.
There's no reason to really remove it.
All right, so we got the other side all welded up. It looks great. All we have to do is just clean it up a little bit, wire wheel it, put some Bondo on it and some tiger hair, and it's going to look great. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and also check us out on Instagram at 23rd Garage. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Bye.